Welcome to another episode of Reading the Bible with Luke. All right, we're in 2 Kings 17. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, Hoshea, the son of Elah, became king over Israel and Samaria and reigned for 9 years. He did evil in the sight of the Lord, but not as the kings of Israel who came before him. So he was doing evil just another little way, in his own way. Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, came up against him, and Hoshea became his servant and paid him tribute. So does that mean he can't yo, bruh, F all what you got going on, you're gonna pay me some money, like a tax? Basically, took his block. That's what I'm thinking. But the king of Assyria, who discovered a conspiracy in Hoshea, by the way, we are reading the Amplified. It's gonna read different in King James. Go ahead and get your Amplified Bible. Again, I downloaded the free app, and I've been reading out of that. But the king of Assyria discovered a conspiracy in Hoshea, who sent messengers to So, king of Egypt, and offered no tribute to the king of Assyria as he had done year by year. Okay. Tribute, money. Therefore, the king of Assyria arrested him and bound him in prison. More than one way to skin a cat, huh? Then the king of Assyria invaded all the land of Israel and went up to Samaria and besieged it for 3 years. Well, we looked up besieged last episode. I know, right? I hadn't been using the in sentences and shit and stuff. So, in the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria, Assyria took Samaria and carried. I know a little girl named Samaria. She is so gorgeous. Shout out to her. Shout out to her mama. What's her mama name? Anna. Shout out to y'all. Y'all cool folk. In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria. I think they say her name Samaria. Yeah, that might be wrong. Oh no. 9th year, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried the people of Israel into exile to Assyria, and settled them in Halah and in Habor, by the river of Gozan, and in the city of Medes. That's what I'm going with. Now this came about because the Israelites had sinned against the Lord, who had brought them up from Egypt from under the hand of Pharaoh. Okay. They had feared and walked in customs of pagan nations, whom the Lord had driven out before the sons of Israel. So part of that kind of bothers me a little bit, because the people saw him open up the Red Sea, you know, tapping rocks, turning them into bread, fish, all these miracles, and then just a couple years later, they back on that. You know what I'm saying? And For me, what I get from it is you got to stay on your kids. And not like, constant, you just constant, you just have to just kind of like remind them, like, hey, you know, you remember how it used to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to help you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's how I'm taking. You get what you get from the Israelites. Number 9. I don't know what you call it. The Israelites ascribed things to the Lord their God which were not true. They built for themselves high places of worship in all their towns, from the lonely lookout tower of the populous fortified city. They set up for themselves sacred pillars, memorial stones, and Asherim, and on every high hill and under every green tree. I don't think Lord like that, man. I think he had a problem. That's the second time he didn't say every high hill and under every green tree. They all done went all over the place. I felt like he went a little, you know what I'm saying, all cross here. They probably had one or two. One or two where they, you know how you paying, you just exaggerate. All right, anyway. There they burn incense on all the high places, just as the pagan nations whom the Lord had deported before them. And they did evil and contemptible things, provoking the Lord. And they served idols of the Lord. He said to them, y'all shall not do this thing. I feel like it was real calm too. It was just like that. Y'all shall not do this. Yet the Lord warned Israel and Judah through all of his prophets, and every seer. Gotta look up seer real quick. It's gotta be similar to a prophet, right? Seer sucker. One that sees, one that predicts events or developments. Interesting. A seer. No, he didn't say psychic. He says seer. Predicts events or developments. Person credited with extraordinary morale and spiritual insight. Alright, so he hollered at the seers. Uh-oh, there they go. It's prophets and the seer. Turn from your evil ways and my commandments and my statutes in accordance with all the law which I commanded your fathers and which I sent to you by my servants, the prophets. However, they did not listen, but stiffened their necks as their fathers who did not believe, trust in, rely on, remain steadfast to the Lord their God. They rejected his statutes and his covenant, which he made with their fathers, as well as his warnings that he gave them. And they followed vanity, that is, false gods, became vain, empty-headed. They just ain't want to listen. They abandoned all the commandments of the Lord their God and made for themselves cast images of 2 calves. Then they made an Asherah idol and worshiped all the starry host of the heaven and served Baal. They made their sons and daughter pass through the fire. Also, this wasn't something that little dude just did. What was it? Jehu that made his son go through the fire? So this one brand new. And used divination to foretell the future. What's divination? It's not. I don't think it's like divinity. Just be all the way. Logan, you don't know a lot of words. You shouldn't be doing. Look here, man. I ain't paying attention to y'all. The art of practice that seeks to foresee or foretell future events or discover hidden knowledge, usually by the interpretation of omens. Yeah, a bunch of mess. Okay, and enchantment. And they told themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord, provoking him to anger. Therefore, I mean, I'm still on the whole kid's perspective. I can remember being a kid and wanting to provoke my mom to do something. Like, what you gonna do? He said he's gonna do it, but do it though. That never turned out well every time. We got some stories on that, and we're almost out of time. Man, look, I tried a couple times. It wasn't pretty. Couple times. I don't recall what happened. Uh, Even a couple events prior to that. Therefore, the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed him from his sight. None was left except the tribe of Judah. All right, we're going to start right back there tomorrow. That's pretty big. Because to remove something from your sight, to me, is pretty. It's not just, yeah, do a deep dive on that. But we'll start tomorrow on 2nd 17:19. Appreciate you guys reading the Bible at Loke. See you later.